guys, Omni here. Welcome back to Arkan Venture, episode 9. And as promised, I'm going to show you a little bit of Astral Sorcery. The tiny little bit that I actually know something about. And this special crafting table that's underneath that beam of light is actually something what we have to use to craft the paper. I think. Do that right? There we go. I probably did it backwards the first time. And then alright. This manual reminds me of the Thaumonomicon from Thaumcraft. It's got that same kind of feel to it. Alright, what do we got here? I won't read this out loud because I don't want to make you lose your place if you're reading it yourself. Yeah, that's right. There should be some chests in here. Good stuff. Should probably break those so I don't go checking them later. Aha. Yeah, supposedly it randomly generates one of the constellations when you pick up one of these constellation papers. And it depends on the player. Luckily I'm playing by myself so I can take all these that I want. Mara. Interesting. Okay, make sure you pause the video if you want to read these. Yeah, while I was mining before, I found some other types of marble. Well, specifically, I found the Astral Sorcery marble instead of the quark marble. Something, the way Vazky set up quark, I guess the marble must not be in the same category as stone. Like, speaking from an internal coding standpoint, I don't really know much about it because, like I said, the hammers won't mine them up 3x3, but they will mine up Astral Sorcery's marble 3x3. Luckily I have just one ender pearl left. guess we can go make this wand real quick. I'm going to cut just for a second, run over, grab the materials, and come back. Okay guys, cleared out my inventory, brought back the stuff. Is this going to work? Yes, it is. Wonder what this thing can do. Ah, when held in either hand at night. Ah, so this is like a dowsing rod almost, except instead of looking for water, we're looking for some kind of ore, I guess. So that should be interesting. I've got the crusher running once again, as I'm sure you can hear. I don't know if I mentioned it last episode or not, but there's another mod I have in called hopper ducts, which is what these things are here. And it also comes with a graded hopper, which is basically just a filtered hopper. So the way I have this set up, when the cobblestone comes up the ramp and goes into the crusher, it comes out of the crusher as gravel. But I don't want gravel, I want sand, so I have this filtered graded hopper to pass on gravel but nothing else into these hopper ducts and then put them back into the input chest. So all I need to do is throw the cobblestone in there and just, you know, forget it and come back later. And it'll be a bunch of sand in here. Pretty handy, I think. It's one instance of certain mods working really well together and looking really well together. Like, hopper ducts look like something that could be in vanilla Minecraft. It's a sweet mod. I have it in most of my mod packs. Especially the magical ones, where you have no other method of sort of using, you know, item transport pipes and things like that. Now I have to figure out some way to get food growing sorted, because I mean, we have a farm back at the other place, but I don't want to have to keep running over there to replenish our food stocks. So I have it on the bookshelf there. Engineer's manual. Immersive Engineering has this thing called the Garden Cloche. I think that's how you pronounce it. And essentially this is a 9x9 farm in a bottle. Kinda. It's a 2-block high structure that takes up one spot. And the catch is you need to supply it with power. And you need to just give it a single block that determines the type of, you know, soil that it's going to grow on, which is usually just dirt, but certain crops require other things. And you need to input, well, actually you don't, well, you need to input water. That's one thing you need to do, which isn't too hard. And need to, well, you should set up some automation for the output. So it's going to be a little bit of a build to set up. But all I really want right now is wheat, blackberries, and peanuts. And yes, it does have support for Pam's AbyssalCraft. So I think I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I kind of want a little bit more permanent location for it. Most, like, everything that I have in here right now is just kind of thrown there for lack of a better place to put it. But I think it would be kind of neat to have 3 little garden cloche units right here. And I get like the 3 things that I need to make my sandwiches from that little spot right there. That would be kind of cool. So I'm gonna cut and start planning that out, and I'll bring you guys back if I get some progress on that. Okay, guys, I do have something to show you. Those burning zombies. Check that out. Starting to look like I have a proper steampunk house, right? Got pipes coming out of it. So all this is doing right now is taking a little bit of power, which it requires just to move fluids from the world into pipes. And I didn't need to use this fancy breaker switch. But you know, if you're going to use Immersive Engineering, you might as well use something other than vanilla levers. And yeah, these pipes, guess what they're feeding? There's my garden cloches. Man, I wonder what the plural is on that. But yeah, check it out. They're just growing the crops inside the bell jars, and then when they're finished, they pop out onto those conveyors, and those are dropper conveyors, so they immediately drop into the box below them. It's almost starting to look like a proper immersive engineering playthrough. So that's my update. We got a little bit of time left on the episode, so I think what I might do is just buckle down, get all the roof tiles crafted that I need, and then come back to show you how it looks all finished up. And that'll be the end of this one. So I'll see you in a few, or in a matter of seconds for you. Well guys, it's finally done. Look at that beautiful roof. And this is my little apiary beehive collection here. Had a bunch of bees, so I figured I'd make some while I was at it. Bee grub. I don't even know what those are for. Ham's Harvest Craft is pretty interesting. It seems a little overwhelming at first with all the machines and just so many different plants and fruits and stuff, but it's worth it getting the hang of it. I think we gotta throw a few more windows in this thing, because as of right now I can't even tell if it's night or day when I'm in there. And what an improvement. I'm so happy it's done. So I think the next big thing for me is going to be setting up a proper storage drawers system somewhere in this house. I'm thinking it's either going to be here, filling up this whole area, because you can, if you want to categorize just about every item in the game, that's basically what you end up doing. And I've done that. Or it can go here, which wouldn't fit every item in the game, but it would fit most of it. Still not decided on that yet. If I put my storage drawer system here, it's just going to fill this whole arc. And then what I could do over here is split this second floor up into different like little partitions. So, you know, a bedroom up here and an enchanting room. Maybe like a tiny library. I don't know yet. Actually, I had to turn the cloches. I'm just gonna call them bell jars. I had to turn the bell jars off because, yeah, they're a little efficient. So yeah. So those definitely do the job. I'm gonna have one last look at it before I end the episode here. You know, I think we need to look at it from the air. I think we need to put a ladder up to the roof from the inside so I can land this thing up here. And that's it, guys. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do in the next episode. I know I want to work towards the... I think I have my backpack. Yeah. I know I want to work towards the hand drill. Mining drill. This thing is kick-ass. Like... I don't... It's hard to go back to using regular mining tools after you use this thing. The downside to it, though, is that you need some serious infrastructure to use it. I now have all the raw materials in the steel and the treated wood and all that, but you need biodiesel. Which means we need... No, it's not metal press. Squeezer. We need one of these. We need one of these. Squeezer, fermenter, and what's the last thing called? Refinery, that's it. And we need one of these. So we need 3 multi-block structures. And the raw resources to feed the squeezer and fermenter as well. Just to make the biodiesel to power the drill. There is the mod Immersive Petroleum. And I'm pretty sure that you can use the regular diesel instead of the biodiesel in the drill, but But that also has a pretty extensive... Yeah, because you need to make a pump jack first, which means you need to find a chunk that actually has oil in it. And then you need a distillation tower. So that's even more intense. So I think the next episode will probably be all about setting up the biodiesel system. And in my testing, I had 3 garden cloches, 3 bell jars, providing seeds, and 3 more providing some type of fruit. I think it was watermelons or something. For each of the machines, and that was way too much. I have a feeling that just 1 garden cloche would probably be enough to feed both of those machines, or 1 each. So next episode I will show all that to you, and maybe I'll actually show you a bit of mining, which I've been doing all with hammers so far. On this stop we have our first level mine, which is about level 44, I think. And this is where I'm picking up copper and aluminum and a bit more iron than you would at the lower levels, because the iron isn't competing for spawn area. Because at the lower levels there's a lot more different types of ore that spawn. A little hard to explain, but hopefully that makes a little sense. Here you can see just how much mining has gone into getting us where we are. Anyway, I will leave the episode off here. And thank you guys so much for watching, if you have, especially if you watched all the way to the end of this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.